Gemini. Let me tell you right now, be patient. My foot was itching and stuff, my nose itching, and on this side it's a man. It's this man that's gonna end up dealing with some misfortune. Ooh wee. Eyes and stuff like that, itching and stuff like that. Like, this person probably gonna come boo-hoo crying and things like that. Ooh. Confused, disoriented, acting like they just don't know what to do. Like, I feel like this is like either you or somebody outside of you that's just all disoriented and then just scrambling to get things together. And you're just like, I don't care. It's not my problem. It's like you want to have a heart and you want to have compassion. It was like, dang, all this time. And boundaries, unboundaries. Put up these boundaries, baby, because this person means nothing, because they didn't really care for how you felt. You know what I'm saying? There was no consideration about what you were going through and how you felt in a matter, or how you felt in a situation, Gemini. And whew, this is heavy energy. Like, this person is just so inconsiderate, Gemini. Whew. Like, it's making, like, this is irritating my body. Like, it's like, I gotta, ooh, it just making me crawl. And it was like I have to put on a face just to, make sure everything seems okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's okay and everything's really not okay, Gemini. Like, we fit to get to the nitty gritty of this with you, Gemini. I'm so sorry. This is for the last reading, because Aquarius reading was wild, baby. That was just... Chris said, hey, we just gonna focus on, getting our family and friends and stuff like that, and just getting back to knowing ourselves again. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? For ourselves. Gemini. Know that the missing piece is you. Fragmented energy, meaning you're like all over the place, trying to figure out, is this for me? Is it about me? What about my family? My family is broken. And they say you understand that you're, under the path, that your family is okay, and they need you to focus, stand in your power, and take the steps necessary to stand in your power, to know who you are. Gain the self-confidence to know who you are, to stand back in your power. The smoke is getting thick, so they saying, yes, have the courage to take the steps necessary to stand in your present power. With dealing with either a Leo or the Tiger year, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998, or 2010, or come next year is very prevalent to you, or this month has been very prevalent, or last April. Some person or things or people are coming out from behind their mask, Gemini. No longer, trying to hide who they are or hide what they've been doing. Like, people are revealing who they truly, genuinely are, and you're no longer having to send in that energy trying to figure out, is this over? No, this is really over with. The family or the kids or probably have been rejecting this person, or people around in your energy probably have been rejecting this energy. I'm taking heavily. Gemini, whispers of rejection of the family, or somebody rejected their family. Believing in the miracles of honoring your path, honoring your, what's for you, what's best for you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Flying everywhere. Stand in your present power. That's where you get the abundance. A man drinking himself away. You like, oh my, letting money go down the drain. And here you are conjuring up the money to come in so you can get a home. Some of you, want to put your house up for sale. Some of you are looking for a house for sale, wanting to buy a house, saving your money, getting your money in order to take the steps necessary to have your abundance. But some of you are not necessarily having full faith in what's to come. Some of you need to know your self-worth and come out of sitting inside your head. So on the outside, you're portraying that, hey, I know my worth, but on the inside, you're just feeling depressed inside, still crying on the inside, having pain because, when I split the deck, this is crazy. It came out. I wouldn't expect that it come out. Self-discovery, discovering who you are, discovering yourself. Need to know who you are fully, really stand in your power, truly. And, not be afraid to allow spirit to let you stand firm in your self-worth. Yoni steam, getting your emotions in control, not, knowing that you can see the path regardless of how it's created. You can create the path that you want. You can create the things you want to. But some of you need to focus on your health because you've been shut off for a bit, may have a cough, been sick. Yeah, get your health in order. Have an imbalance in the mind, feeling like, okay, when is this really going to be over? Been sitting in a dark energy because it's like you're not sure how you're going to get through it and not seeing how resilient you really have been getting through things, Gemini. Some of you, standing in your power and not really being creative in your mind, being creative how to think about things, listening to your intuition or your discernment, having your thought really, okay, thinking logically about some things. Get your thoughts in order. Think logically, is this going to suit you to go on to something, new, and you're still needing to heal yourself, get things in order. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, giving you the miracle and giving you a chance to have the abundance, to think through something. Needing to heal your sacral chakra, wanting to have love, wanting that attention, but they said the fragment piece, you feeling someone is trying to fill the void, and the void that needs to be filled is you. Feeling your own self, discovering your own self, gaining the wisdom and knowledge and insight that you needing to climb that ladder. Like some of you, need book food, reading up on some things, researching some things. Some of you don't have clarity on everything or wanting some clarity. Set good intentions. Balance your thoughts by setting good intentions. Some of you have been over drinking during this dark path, dealing with rejection and trying to deal with the family and things like that, feeling like everything was on your back, having to delegate, not having to delegate everything or tiptoe around things, feeling like you hit rock bottom, but this is pushing you to get focused. And people know that you are kind. Use your discernment. You are kind. Focus on one thing at a time and focus on family goals, Gemini. Yeah, come out from behind that mask. Come out from behind your mask. Trying to portray like everything's okay and it's really not. Yep, surrender that unhealthy relationship. That is the whole relationship or situationship, partnership, businessship, whatever it was unhealthy. They said quit procrastinating and overthinking on what to do. You know exactly what to do. Don't take your time. You're letting your ego like, oh, well, they can make the first move or other things. Cultivate gratitude. Be a service to others and come from the heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So, someone being haughty and, trying to be bigger than you, trying to play big man or big woman or, whatever. over drinking. You know, drinking due to frustration, drinking, you know, to numb yourself or get over past things. They said, you know, surrender to the miracle, because you got miracle up here. Some of you not even having faith that it can happen, and needing to completely heal and have inner peace with what actually is coming, you know, this coming, what's happening. You really got to come to pieces like, I'm okay with that, you know. Surrendering to who you truly are. Let go of the addiction, and the addiction is over drinking. You may feel like that is not an issue or a problem at this particular moment, but hey, they saying otherwise. It's blocking you from your passions for you to even have the courage to move forward. But, you know, like they said, you're, you know, doing one thing at a time. Gemini. Oh. Soul family. You know, listen, your tribe is going to be aware, but they can't do anything unless you call them in. You've been training for this for a lifetime. Some of you got gifts, but your gifts is being blocked because, you know, you got to heal yourself. Deep replenish, knowing that you deserve sleep, get proper rest, you know, get ready for the new beginnings, to start a new life independently. You know, some of you are afraid to share your voice, you know, speak your truth and go along the path that's really meant for you, because you're afraid of what the next person is going to have to say, or what they're going to say. And, oh my God, this is not, you know, the right way. Focus on one thing at a time. It's about you. It's not about what the next person thinks it should be right for you. You know, friends and family, worried about what friends and family have to say. You may also dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Pisces. Or people don't have enough wisdom on about your path, about your journey that you're actually taking, and you're ready to come out from behind that mask, you know, from hiding who you truly are and really wanting to go forward to your passions, Gemini. I'm getting it that way, and they saying, where, you know, if you want to know where to begin here. Listen to your intuition about that. Your third eye, you know, coming up open. You know, you getting your intuition coming in heavy, and want you to understand your inner power about what you can see, what you understand, and what you're able to do, Gemini. And some of you feel like it's not destined for you, but it is your destiny. Trust the universe, what they have in store for you. Some of you get stuff in your dreams. Yeah, you be getting things in your dream, messages in your dreams, downloads. You have big ideas which you must carry out. Regardless of the opposition, you will be successful. Your advice is very appreciated. So that abundance will come in for you. You need self-confidence, otherwise you'll lose. So when this when it starts to open, some of you got abilities, can see, seers and things like that. They say, you know, you get the hasty news. As long as you keep the confidence that you need, the path and the things like that, your gifts and things like that, or whatever it is that you do will succeed. Just don't lose your confidence in what you're doing. You know, go into complete healing. Have the inner peace. Know who you are. Don't be frustrated about anything. Don't allow your ego to allow you to be doubtful about what's complete and about, are you balanced? Are you really, you know, getting things in order? Like, always have good intentions when you're going in with things. When you're not going, that's when all the crazy energy get ready to come in. Come out from behind that mask. You became temperance, Gemini. For King of Pentacles, balancing the energy, you know, not sure if you want to walk away, but, you know, that Capricorn energy was very manipulative, you know, trying to play on emotions, trying to play on, you know, what you had going on, because they thought, you know, they wanted you to be vulnerable. But, you know, they said you get the victory, Gemini. The world, it's time for you to get on top of the world. But they say you gotta, you know, believe it to see it. It's a tower moment, and, you know, like I said, it's gonna be a misfortune for somebody. Listen to your intuition. Ain't nothing that I'm saying is a lie. Indecision, working on your money, rebuilding your money. Somebody got to pay out money, you know, due to the fact that the things that they were doing, no longer being in the paranoid energy, walking away from things that no longer serve you, not fighting with things, coming out of that depressed energy, you know, no longer having to deal with sneakiness and things like that. It's time for the death and rebirth of things, and sell away and from always having to wonder what it is dead on that. They say you got a victory. It's time to heal your heart. Your heart is being healed, you know, letting go of the emotions of those people that had let you down and disappointed you. Guard your heart, you know, especially against, you know, this either fire or earth energy, because they just took away a lot of things from you. It drained you really bad. You know, you had to deal with some things with, you know, like, do I even want to live? Do I want to be alive? Like, you had to go through a lot of that. And it's like how you had to recover to honor your path to get to where you are. It was like manage your money, you know, wonder what it's like to travel, go on trips, you know, where you want to be, where you want to move to, making the change, getting out of the energy of no longer having to, you know, if pigs fly, is this going to be over? No, it's over. No longer having to stress and wonder about things. And some of you probably going to end up with a King of Pentacles. Gain the strength and allow, you know, block the other energy that's not serving you. You ain't even got to fight and argue with anyone. Because you'll get your 10 of Pentacles. You get what you deserve. High Priestess, yes. No longer like everything you deserve. You're out of that negative energy. No longer have to think and strategize, but take action on being in your position, in your High Priestess position. It wasn't injustice that caused you to put your guard up and walk away from being blinded by how somebody was probably taking your things. You was blinded by how somebody was trying to take things from you behind you. It was an injustice, but somebody fit to reap that karma. High Priestess is up here. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You're the one that's going to have the luck and the star, especially if you had to go through some things. You know, the secret's out about somebody sneaking off with some money and walking away and taking away from an empress, making false things for you. But you was like, that's no longer, that's no more. You're going through taking action to recovery and rebuild your family. You know, healing and living for yourself. Have to go to hermit mode and understand that, you know, hey, some things have to come to the ending. No more manipulating. Have to be straightforward. You have to strengthen your masculine side of yourself. Me as a woman, I operate from my masculine energy, but I've always had to operate that. So I had to heal my feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes your own feminine or your own masculine energy can trick you. It's sometimes not always the other person. It could be your own energy tricking you. And sometimes you be like, okay, yes, that other person did what they did outside of me, but that's their healing. That's their karma that they got to deal with what they did to you. Especially if you're an empress or a high priestess. You know, death and rebirth, you know, with a Sagittarius, somebody has something and feeling regretful. You know, no longer have to be stuck in their mind about the things that they did in their past. And you just like, I'm cutting off my energy and things like that. It's time to go get what's for me. My wish fulfillment. Y'all going to get y'all wish fulfillment. That's what I have for you, Gemini. Pay attention to your dreams. Focus on one thing at a time. Focus on discovering yourself, getting the wisdom about what you're doing. If you're going to embark on a spiritual path, just do your due diligence. Trust your path, you know. Follow your passions. Come out from behind that mask. Don't be afraid to say what you're going through. Don't be ashamed of it. You know, change your reactions to things. I'm going to leave you with the Reiki message, but know that you are kind. Know your worth. You are loved. Some of you have seen synchronicities, 222, 333, 444, 1111. Practice being happy, like genuinely happy. You know, things may have happened. You didn't like how it happened, but it's okay. Spirit says, you know, let go of today. Don't sit in anger. You know, let it go. You know, just come to acceptance that it's ending. You create the reality that you choose. And, you know, you're responsible for your healing. You know, we just guide, and you got to heal. You got to choose to want to heal, not sit in a manipulative and argumentative thing and just shutting down. It's time to recover. Time to recover. That's all I have for you, Gemini. Until next time.